One of the characteristics of mid-60s British psychedelic pop was a wish to return to childhood, to a utopian state of all play and no work, and no cares either. It usually took place in some magical fairy tale land, described in a childish, nursery rhyme manner, and accompanied by dreamy atmospheric music. It was part of the spirit of 1967, the year of the Summer of Love, and it expressed youth culture's desire to transform the hateful world they grew up into a world of harmony and love. Bowie's There Is a Happy Land is in this vein. Or is it?
There is a happy land where only children live. They don't have the time to learn the ways of you, sir, Mr. Grown-Up. There's a special place in the rhubarb fields underneath the leaves. It's a secret place and adults aren't allowed there. Mr. Grown-Up, go away, sir.
It seems that it is. The melody and lyrics are simple and childish. The music creates the right atmosphere, and the place it describes is a magical secret land. The only thing that seems strange here is that he stresses that grown-ups are not welcomed. In most records of this kind, this was only implicit, rarely explicitly stated. Bowie makes it sound like an ideology, not something stemming from authentic sentiments.
Charlie Brown's got half a crown, he's gonna buy a kite. Jim is ill with chicken pox, and Tommy's learned to ride his bike. Tiny Tim sings prayers and hymns, he's so small we don't notice him. He gets in the way, but we always let him play with us.
Bowie continues to describe the life in this magical place of eternal childhood. The mention of Charlie Brown, the hero of the Peanuts comic strip that features only children, emphasizes it as a place where no adults ever appear. But again, something seems out of place here. It is meant to be an expression of a loving state where everyone's welcomed, but it doesn't seem like Tiny Tim is really welcomed. They accept him because they have an ideology of loving all children, not because they actually want to play with him.
Mother calls, but we don't hear. There's lots more things to do. It's only 5 o'clock and we're not tired yet, but we will be very shortly. Sissy Stephen plays with girls, someone made him cry. Tony climbed a tree and fell, trying hard to touch the sky. Tommy lit a fire one day, nearly burnt the field away. Tommy's mum found out, but he put the blame on me and Ray.
More and more, we realize that the place isn't that utopian and magical at all. The kids have all the faults of the adults, without the sense of responsibility you gain with adulthood. They are selfish, irresponsible, unable to take care of themselves, and have no qualms about hurting each other. In the fourth line, Bowie also seems to suggest that this utopian mood that has overtaken youth culture is merely a passing phase, and they will soon be tired of it.
There is a happy land where only children live. You've had your chance, and now the doors are closed, sir. Mr. Grown-Up, go away, sir.
What we have here is not a regular Summer of Love record about a happy magical place, but a parody of such records. While formally sounding like them, it presents their childhood dream as a delusion. Childhood isn't really magical, and children are actually obnoxious brats. The record brands the Summer of Love rhetoric as empty ideology. Youth culture is saying, we are loving, inclusive and happy, while the previous generations were not. But actually, they are exactly the same. It is one of the first Bowie records in which we hear the singer claiming to be happy, when more careful listening reveals him to be in a sorry state. It is also the first Bowie record which attacks the idea of utopia and shows it as empty. Many more will follow.